Hello everybody. I hope your holidays were fantastic. Mine was. We are just now getting over the holidays, and I don't know about you, but boy, I'm still spent. Whew. It is time, though, for us to keep pushing on, for those of us in the biz, to get our soaps ready for the Valentine's Day and the spring release. So, everybody's doing chocolate, everybody's doing floral, yada, yada, yada. What about the man in your life? Come on, guys. He likes presents, too. And let's face it, I prefer my man to smell good. I don't know about you, but for me, shower is a must. So, guys aren't all into that pretty frou-frou stuff like we are, but they wouldn't mind it if you give it in the right scent. So today, I'm making my husband's favorite, and I gotta say, one of mine, Aqua di Gio. I don't know if I said that right. It's a duplication of the cologne that Nature's Garden makes. Her own kids, her own husband, they all wear this. My husband wears it. It is my go-to fragrance that I know that just about every guy's gonna like, because it's not hardcore in-your-face musk or anything. It's clean, it's sweet, it's refreshing. And I gotta tell you, it soaps like a dream. I've never had it accelerate on me. It never discolors, so you can make it as beautiful and creative as you want. But I have a suggestion. Now, yesterday I used a paper towel insert. You know, the little cardboard core when you're done with your paper towels. I lined it in some butcher paper. And I poured just a pure 100% olive oil Castile in it, and I let it set up for a day or two. This is going to be my whole design. Blue with a gorgeous geometric circle inside. Guys really dig on bold geometric design. Don't get crazy and swirly and woohoo and all that with it. You want to make it stand out. You want it to catch his eye. Keep it simple but bold. Alright? So here's my pre-made Castile. This is just plain all by itself. Okay? Nothing fancy. And you want to keep it the soft oils, because by the time you go to soap the next part of it, like this part, you don't want it to be so freaking hard that you're not going to be able to cut your soap the next day. It needs to be of a similar texture to what you're going to be pouring over it today, okay? So a Castile will keep it from getting too hard on you, okay? So, here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance, since I'm not worried about discoloration or acceleration. And we are going to add 1 teaspoon. Now, this is my favorite part. 1 teaspoon of kaolin clay. Why? What the heck would we do that for? Well, for one, it makes a super silky, soft, smooth soap. For two, it's great for getting all the crime and grud and that clogs up your man's pores. He's not going to be thinking about that, but you are, because you're smart, huh? Okay, now we're going to add our neon blue. And you can make this as light or as dark as you want, honestly. I like a real poppin' blue, so I'm going to go a little crazy. Oh, that's a beautiful aqua color at this point. Oops. Little smidge more. There we go. That gives me a beautiful aqua color. Now I'm going to bring this up to almost a medium trace because I really want to suspend this in it. So the thicker your soap, the more you can play with how deep and the placement of this center piece. If you do it too thin, it's just going to drop at the bottom, which can be fine, but it's kind of fun to be able to adjust exactly where you want it. Okay, so I'm at about a medium trace now. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour a portion of this, and then I'm going to let it set up until it's just thick enough for me to place that without it sinking. Okay, so I filled it about halfway, not quite, but it's close. I'm going to tamp it down. Get those air bubbles out. Alright, now I'm going to let this set up, like I said, for about 5 minutes or so, till it's thick enough that I can lay my embed on top of it and not have it sink. So we'll be back. Okay, so it's set up beautifully. It's still got a little bit of give to it, but it's enough to suspend my embed. So I'm going to go slightly off the center. There it goes. There. I'm going to give this a good stir, loosen it up a little bit. If your soap starts to get a little too thick for you, just hand stir it back into submission. You'll be able to work with it again. And then over the top it goes. Make sure you get in all the little crevices. Now, when you go to bang it a second time, make sure you don't bang too hard or you're gonna bury that embed. So when you put your embed in, put it up a little bit higher than you'd planned. That way when you tap it in, it's not gonna screw up your design too much, okay? So place it a little above where you want it to rest before you tap, okay? There, see I did just enough to make sure it's all the way around it. Hopefully we don't get any air pockets. It shouldn't though. And now I'm going to just start spooning a little bit more on top. You can do a flat top. I mean, again, that makes for a nice geometric design, nice and smooth. I'm going to do that. I'm just filling up my mold just enough to do this. I want it to have a little bit of height, but not too bad. There we go. Now I can give it one more tap. There we go. And you can also do this. If you want to smooth out, use your soap cutter or a piece of cardboard or anything like that and just do this. It's going to give you a good idea, and you could fill in those little pockets and then go back over again. And you're going to scoop off the excess. There we go. Okay. So I see how much excess I have there. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop some of that off. Make a mess, I know. There we go. Wipe. And go back again. Think of it like plastering a wall. There you go. You're plastering a wall. And then off. There we go. So you're going to get a little bit of a mess at the end when you swoop off. But that's easy enough to wipe up, right? Alright. So, no glitter, ladies. No glitter. The man in your life would not appreciate the glitter. I mean, some will. Don't get me wrong. But if you're gifting this to the hubby or the boyfriend, I doubt if they want it. Let's keep it absolutely pristine, clean, and smooth. We want those bold statement edges. There we go. All right. Now, we'll be back when it's time to cut.